All right, welcome back, Coding 2. This is part 2 of making a multi-scene story, and we're picking up right where we left off, except now we're going to add the functionality to this program. So what we want to do is we only want the computer to draw one page at a time, and then we want them to go in order, right? So we're going to use our page number variable to do that. Remember, for each of these functions here, remember var page 1 contains all the code for page 1, and var page 2 contains all the code for page 2. And remember, we assigned a page number to each function. So page 1 got page number 1. Page 2 got page number 2, and so on. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and delete this, and we're going to say if page number, and we'll start with page 1, is equal to, remember, equal is actually 3 equal signs, is equal to 1, then we're going to call page 1. If page number equals 1, close parentheses, open bracket, then we'll say page 1, open parentheses, close parentheses, semicolon, close bracket. So what this line of code says that if page number is equal to 1, then it's going to call page 1 and draw that function. So we can actually restart our program and we'll see that it worked, right? Because page number is set to 1, so it is drawing page 1. And we're going to do this for each page. If page number is equal to 2, well, then we want the computer to draw page 2. So I'm going to write page 2. Open parentheses, close parentheses, semicolon, close bracket. And I only have 3 pages. But again, if you have 10 pages, you would just do this 10 times. All right? I have 3 pages, so I'm going to do this 3 times. All right. If page number is equal to 3, then the computer is going to draw page 3. And remember, the page number is only going to be equal to one thing at a time. So it's only going to draw one of these at a time. Okay, well, what we want our mouse click function to do is change the page number. All right, we want it to change the page number. So, for mouse clicked, remember this means if the mouse is clicked. Okay, so mouse clicked, and then if page number is equal to 1, page number gets 2. In other words, right now page number is equal to 1, and I haven't done anything. But as soon as I click, it's going to turn the page number to 2 because that's what the mouse click function told it to do. And as soon as the page number turns to 2, well, then, remember, this is a loop. It's running it over and, oh, I only put 2 of these. I need 3. As soon as this turns to 2, well, that's going to change what's happening in my draw function. And now the computer is going to say, well, page number is now equal to 2, so I'm going to draw page 2. Okay? So as soon as I click, so this is the existing state right now, right? This is where we're at right now. Page number is currently 1, but as soon as I click, it's going to change it to page 2. When I change page number to 2, then the computer is going to run this line of code instead of the previous one. So I go over here and I click, and it worked. Right? I'm now on page 2. All right, so now page number is equal to 2. Right? So if it's equal to 2 and I click, we want it to turn to 3. So I'm going to say else if. Remember, there's a space in between else if. Else, if page number is equal to 2, which it is right now, right? That's why we're starting at O's, O-No's. Then we're going to turn page number to 3. Page number gets 3. All right? So, this is the state that we're at right now. Page number is currently 2. So as soon as I click, the page number is going to turn to 3. And when the page number turns to 3, it's going to draw page 3. So I go over here and I click, and now I'm on page 3. All right, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have it cycle back to the beginning. So I'm going to add another else if. I'm going to say else if, all right, page number is currently 3. I'm going to set it back to 1. In other words, we've now created this circle. Page number gets 1. Okay, so currently the page number is 3. As soon as I click, it's going to change the page number back to 1, which means the computer is now going to run this line of code and show me page 1. So you can see now that just by clicking the mouse, I can go through all 3 pages of my story. Now you're going to make your pages beautiful with lots of background detail and maybe multiple characters talking to each other, right? Just like a picture book or a comic book, if you will. But this gives you the basic functionality for how you can change pages from one page to the next simply by clicking. If we had more time in the school year, I would actually show you how to do this using buttons, right? So rather than clicking anywhere on the page, you would actually have to click a little button that does it. Just a little nicer, a little more polished. But again, in the interest of time, we're just going to have it be a general click. So I do have examples of this. I made a simple example the other day. I'll show that to you right now. This is a scene management demo, I call it. I use slightly different language here. It doesn't really matter. I said var index. When I initially learned this, I learned it as an index number, not a page number. It doesn't matter what you call it, right? So anyway, the index here is my page number, right? And then I have a scene 1, a scene 2, a scene 3, and so on. But you can see the basic structure is the same. You know, if index is equal to 1, draw scene 1. If index is equal to 2, draw scene 2, and so on. And then my functionality, right? If index is 1 and I click, then change it to 2. As soon as it changes to 2, it then draws scene 2, and so on. So this is a bad day for Oh No's. I click. Oh No's was walking to school one day. Look how happy he is. The sun's out. When a bird pooped on his head. Mean bird comes along, poops on his head. Now he's upset. The end. All right, so there's my, and then it cycles back to the beginning. So this is a very short and sweet story. A bad day for Oh No's, but it does demonstrate the basic functionality. Okay, I highly encourage you as you're watching these, both part 1 and part 2, to pause, to type your code, watch them again, and make sure you're asking questions in class. I'll talk more about specifics. Again, obviously, my Oh No story here, I want you guys to produce something better than that. These were produced just as examples to show you how the functionality works. But again, consider this your final Khan Academy assignment, right? That you're probably going to have in your Pine Hollow coding careers. It's going to be a multi-scene story. You know, you can even make it a sequel to something that happened on Scratch. You know, connect it to something that happened on Scratch. If you want to coordinate with another student, you know, one of you makes a part 1, the other one makes a part 2, and or a sequel, and they go together. You can do that. Anyway, lots of ideas. So, okay, guys, hopefully this video helps you set up your multi-scene story, and I will see you guys in class.